I'm sitting here on my brick in the chick pen, just watching the girls. I got the older girls over here behind the tree. Nice cool shade, nice cool breeze. And these guys still kind of attached to their brothers. I got to thinking about the nature of the bird. Okay, chickens are a communal bird. They have their flocks, they stick together. It's a self-preservation thing, okay? The more there is, the less likely they'll get picked off by a predator. And that's what's in their minds, okay? Yeah, we've bred some things out of them and emphasized some other things. It's natural to them. But the basic instincts are still there. They still scratch in the dirt. They still crutch and poop. They still look for bugs and whatnot. Some are more successful than others. Some breeds are, their broodiness has been bred out of them, like the Leghorn. They're bred primarily for egg production. And then you've got your Cornish crosses that are bred primarily for meat, and they just, once they reach a certain age, and they fail to thrive, and unless you process them, they die a terrible death. So, look at that one. She's just stretched out there, feet sticking out in the dirt. But if you're going to introduce a new chicken to your flock, you're better off doing it in pairs, okay? Because the new one always gets picked on. And if they have like a buddy that they can buddy up to, it's not so hard on them. I mean, yeah, you can introduce a single bird, but it's harder. It's hard on the bird. I have done it. Like I said, it's not the ideal, but sometimes you don't have a choice. We've had a couple of chickens brought here by rescue. So in that kind of situation, you don't really have a choice. And sometimes you can't get more than one bird. Hello, my dear. You going to come out and explore? Huh? Yeah? Getting a little bit adventurous. These two will eventually get to where they'll, be a little bit buddier with the older girls. Not as much as they are the two of them together. Right? These two will always be close, probably. Now, Peaches and Blossom, they're nestmates, okay? They were hatched by the same mom. They were raised by her, but they are totally different personalities. And part of that is the breed. Blossom, yes, Ralph. Blossom is an Americana. And they just aren't known for being very buddy-buddy. They'll stick with a flock, but they're more aloof, especially when it comes to people. Now Peaches, she's a crossbreed. She's a cross between a Leghorn, that was her mama, and the golden rooster we have here. I don't know what his breed is. I wish I did. Now, she's been interesting to see how she develops. Obviously, the broodiness did not come from her mama. Obviously, that came from her daddy's side. Because Leghorns it's very rare to see them go broody. They just drop the eggs and go. Now, as a mama, Peaches is not as good, not as attentive as my red hens that are broodies, and even Silver, the Silver Sussex. She's a very attentive mama as well. I mean, Peaches did okay, and maybe she'll improve with her next brood. Who knows? This was her first time. But, you know, you just don't know until you see how they are. And maybe next time she will be a more attentive mom. My other 3 broodies, they're experienced. They were more mature. They're older birds. So, you know, with maturity comes wisdom, sometimes. Different breeds, they react differently. Some are more prone to broodiness than others. Some are make better mamas than others. That's why, at least for me, from my situation, okay, what I intend to do, a broody hen, to me, is worth her weight in gold. Because I want naturally raised chicks. I want chicks that are raised by the hens. I don't mind getting hatchery chicks for a hen to foster and just to take advantage of their natural instincts. They have chicks, they can't count, okay? They have eggs under them. You let them go for at least 2 weeks sitting on eggs. Even if they're fake eggs, they don't know the difference. You can sneak chicks, young chicks, under them, which is what I did with Silver. I put 1 or 2 under her, and she accepted the rest. It was fine. But you don't know how they're going to react. Silver is a very docile bird. You know, at first I think she was a little bit shocked, a little bit surprised, but then she got used to the idea and she was fine. And Silver's the one that raised these guys here. They're hatchery birds. Okay? And that one is too. She's a hatchery bird. And that'll kind of bring some new genetics into my flock. But you know, you can't, people that say, take the chicks away from the mama, take the chicks away. Why? Why? It's natural, it's normal for them to raise their chicks. Usually, the norm is there's no problem, and they do a much better job of raising them than anybody else. All right, I gotta go.